today.
We are voting.
Yes.
Do your duty if you need to.
But that being said, we do have a topic talking about a particular mistake we've been making, I've been making.
Well, you only have to take credit because you do most of the work. So.
Yeah. I kind of want to see if anybody else was doing it, and if you are, then you can learn from this and not do it yourself. We do have 14 sales going out. We will cover those as well at the end. So with that being said, my name is Aaron.
I'm Amber.
And we are full-time resellers. Go live Monday through Thursday. Except for this week, we will not be going live Thursday.
Dental.
I got a dental appointment. So just Monday through Wednesday this week to talk about reselling and what's sold. So with that being said, so the topic. So when it comes to sourcing and creating our maps, okay, I use four different areas that I search for. So I use Craigslist. People still list on Craigslist. It's not super often.
Still there.
But it is still an option. GarageSaleFinder.com.
Okay, I'm not going to interrupt.
Okay, GarageSaleFinder.com. Yard Sale Treasure Map, which is an app on your phone that will have it as an option. And I use Facebook Marketplace.
Yes.
Facebook Marketplace, you have to dig in a little bit more than you do in any of those other three because those are a little bit easier to navigate and work through. But here was the mistake that I was making. I was thinking as if I was running the garage sale.
Oh, hey, good morning, Daisy.
I was thinking if I was to make a listing, what would I search for?
Right.
But I got to look at it from a perspective of the other person of what they're going to create.
Correct.
So I was searching on Facebook Marketplace only for garage sales. And that's it.
That's it.
So if somebody put yard sale and they never mentioned garage sale, they would not show up on my feed, in my search.
Yeah.
If they put community sale, I did have community on there, so I was looking for community, but I was also missing church sales, rummage sales, neighborhood sale. I'm still not searching for neighborhood sale. But the important thing here is you have to make sure you have enough keywords that's going to cover everything that somebody might use to create their listing.
You have rummage on there?
I have rummage, I have community, I have yard sale, garage sale. Those are the four that I've been using.
Church sale.
I do not have church sale. So I don't know. It's just how at what point is there too many options to look for? I don't know. So I'm kind of curious as far as how to
what are your terms?
People tackle that, and you can even expand on Facebook Marketplace. It could be its own topic on its own, but searching through groups because people will only post to groups and they won't post to the marketplace to where it won't be visible. So then if I narrow down into an area, because we could go to 4 different areas, 5 different areas if you wanted to narrow it down on a particular weekend on a Saturday. I have to go into specific groups that would pertain to those particular areas. So what I will generally do is I will use all 4, figure out where I'm deciding that we're going to center our focus on, and then I'm going to go into the groups that are designed for those particular areas to try to see if I can find any additional ones that might have slipped through the cracks that wouldn't have applied to one of the other searches. Multifamily sale. Like there's just no end of what, but usually if they do that, they would do multifamily garage sale or multifamily yard sale.
Right. Can I throw another topic out?
Go ahead.
Let's see. I just searched yard sale and garage sale. You just gave me something to think about.
Yes.
So I would be curious to do a spreadsheet of the way they listed the items, where they listed it, like the people on Craigslist, the people on Facebook, the people on Garage Sale Finder, and rate their garage sale on our spreadsheet. Like on our map, put, $3 signs because it was a great sale, or 0 because it was horrible, or like 1 for middle.
So you're saying in an after effect.
After we go to the sale, grade it.
Yeah.
And then see, like, if we are benefiting more from the Facebook sales or the Craigslist sales, like that kind of thing.
So first of all, it's a lot of work.
It is, but I think it'd be interesting data.
I don't. Well, the other aspect too is, who's to say that they didn't have good stuff if you weren't there first? That's true. So that's the aspect of it to where it would only apply if you were first.
It may be only ranking the first sales.
Yeah, like the first 2 sales that you put on your list, and then it would make sense. But like, there's been times where you go to a sale and you're like, oh, they had nothing but crap. But it's like, okay, it's also 9:30, and you
Yeah.
know they
Why are
might
you
have had good
expecting
stuff.
to still have good stuff out?
So you
That's
never
true.
know. But
Man.
yeah, I'm kind of curious to know if there was any other tips out there
Yeah.
for anybody else.
How do you find the sales?
How do you find the sales? Because I think that's part of
Yeah.
the treasure hunt. I probably spend almost 2 hours
Yeah.
on a
Every
Friday night
Yeah.
to make sure that I have the right
Yeah.
set up, all the sales that are potential, and the direction. Because it used to be, all right, this is the first sale I want to go to, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna just wing it the rest of the
Look
way
for signs.
and look for signs, and that's just not feasible in today's world. And then not to mention, how many times would we be like, ping, ping,
Oh, I
ping, ping,
know.
ping, and then they're going backtracking and
And
going, and
then
it's like,
sometimes those signs don't have dates on them, so you get there and it's not even running.
well, it's just too. It's
Oh,
like, you know, I would find a sale in, you know, like Irmo, and then we
yeah.
go to Lexington, and we
Right.
go back to Irmo, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, now, like I could have went to both of these
Yeah.
at this,
That's true.
and then went down here, and then found some others,
Yeah.
and just wasting gas.
So making a map is very beneficial. We have
Yeah.
even, like, when we were at a community sale not that long ago, we had gone through probably 8 of the sales, and there was this couple who, like, she had a walker, she had a hard time getting around. She was like, where are there more sales? And you know, I couldn't just sit and talk with her because we had to go. So I like ripped half my map and gave her the ones we'd already been to. I'm like, these are having sales. She's like, oh my goodness, thank you. So maybe she's making maps now, but it's helpful. It really is. And I think because you do that, there are some signs we end up seeing, and you're like, nope, we're not going to that one. It had da 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 da. And that's why I didn't put it on. So like you already
I
know
will
what's
see an
coming.
address, and I'll know that I saw that sale somewhere,
and there was a reason why not to go.
And I didn't want to go because it had baby stuff.
Right.
And
or if we saw it later, you were like, yeah, we can try it because I didn't see anything. I didn't want to go early, but now we have nothing else to go to. Let's go see what they have.
Correct. So that being said, we will jump into 14 sales, and we will start with cute little baby Crocs. I love picking these up because they're so nice to resell, knowing that somebody's getting a good deal. They're not having to pay like crazy money for something. And so these sold for $21 plus shipping, sold via promoted listing. I think we paid $2.
Yeah.
Something like that. So if they're really cheap, I'll do it. And I also like cleaning these because the Crocs are super easy to clean.
As long as they still have good tread at the bottom, they're not like smooth.
And you could tell like these.
Yeah. Really, and those little babies, like how often do they use them?
They
or like they grow out so fast.
Yeah, they grew out super fast to that pair.
They're cute.
Very good one right there. Next up, we have. I'm curious to know if people know what this is even from, because
Lemmy Kilmister.
And it says
Loco.
49% mother and 51% son of a. Yeah, that's on there.
It's sold.
But it sold. This action figure sold for $27 plus shipping. I think I paid $5. And we have another thing from that particular sale where I picked up a lot of action figures, and their prices were just so cheap. I gave them exactly what they wanted.
Yep.
Because it's like there's no reason even to negotiate.
Nope.
And it's all stuff
Fair
that I like to
prices.
sell. So
we're good.
Next up, we have a pair of Skeechers. That's ever since.
Let's call it Skechers.
It's I call it Skechers too. I think it's pronounced Skechers, but I always want to put a T in there, and there's no T in Skechers.
I never knew there was no T until we started selling them. Now I'm like,
These little slip-on
Skechers.
Would you say sandals? Slip-on sandals?
Yeah.
$17.50 plus shipping.
All right, they're in great condition.
Next up, we have a pair of kids rainbows. A lot of shoes today.
Well, not a lot. 3.
I mean, that's a lot more than we've been selling.
True.
These little rainbow flip-flops.
Rainbows are really hard to size.
They are. I have to measure them and then try to go to the rainbow website to figure out what it is. $14.90 plus shipping, sold via promoted listing. Next up, we have an ATA. This is called a
nunchuck. No, a Reaper.
Sailing.
Chopper.
Not. It's got
Taekwondo.
This word.
Song not. I don't know. It's
song.
this. This is what we sold.
And
whatever.
It's $12 plus shipping. All right, sale of the day. So it's a lot of small stuff, but then this is the big
Easier
sale.
to ship today.
This is
hearing aids.
Hearing aids.
Bargain hunt.
We picked up for bargain hunt. So this was a return that came back. They still turn on and work. The only thing is this set was missing a cleaning brush, where and if it did have the cleaning brush, probably would have get an extra $10.
Yeah.
And I know we've in theory had situations where we would
Just
not buy hearing
these.
aids because they would be used.
Yeah, well, some of them
And
I
then
still
they had
wouldn't
like
just because how gross they
earwax
are.
or something. But they sell so much and there's
Yeah.
so much in demand that in those situations we'll throw on some gloves, we'll take off those earbuds, and then we'll put on another pair of earbuds because these came with replaceable earbuds as well.
I feel like you just sell the charging case. You like part it out.
Yeah, you can do that too and still make the money. $99 plus shipping.
That's great.
And
these are like new, so.
And they sold really good. So, and
we
then
just got that this last weekend.
I got a question for anybody out there that is selling video games.
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to show some of these, and so it is a lot of 10 Xbox 360 games. I like to lot games with systems.
Yeah.
And move my games that way. So if they're not worth selling on their own, I'll lot them with a system. Add a little bit of money, but it's also adding value, and usually I'll add it to where it's like $2 to $3 a game in the lot, and then sell the system, and it helps the system sell, and it helps the churn of the whole system. I'm having a hard time finding Xbox 360s that work really well, where I feel comfortable selling them. And anytime I find the old versions, like the first versions that came out, like there's always like
red lighted,
way too loud. The door doesn't work. There always is like one little thing to where it's like I don't feel comfortable selling this.
For parts, just for parts.
Well, so I'll sell it on eBay for parts,
right?
And usually get like half the value of what I would have gotten. But I like to lot them together with a good functioning thing, and I like to sell those locally as well if I can.
Yeah.
And I'm just not finding a lot of them, and then I'm getting way too many of these games.
Yeah.
To where it's like, okay, we're just gonna make a lot, and we need to bulk sell it. So
I don't mind it. I think it's good. It's way better than shipping a system.
$39.95 plus shipping for a lot of 10 games there.
I don't think we've ever had a game system come back. Like the shipping's always been.
We've had one that was an issue.
One?
I think so, but it's been years.
Yeah. Nailed it.
So,
yeah.
You know, honestly, a lot of the times
we really just don't even sell them online.
Well, I think part of the reason was when we had one issue and then we kind of deterred away from it.
Local pickup.
Yeah. And it just prevent it. You got to know that they are rough on packages. Like there's no way around it. So
no, and I really feel. Does anybody else feel this way? I don't want to put Fragile on my box. I feel like they're gonna judo chop, kick it, and just get it out. Like it says Fragile, and it's like no, I'm be not fragile with this package.
Yeah.
So, I don't like putting Fragile on it. I just make sure there's tons of wrapping and bubble in it. What is this guy?
So this is Tiny Planets Pepper's Ghost Vintage 2003.
Vintage 2003 is vintage.
That is vintage.
What are we called?
Antiques. 14.20 plus shipping on that little plush, and we've had that guy for a while, so it's happy to see it go. Next up, we have a lot of WWE wrestlers. This has got Seth Rollins, Triple H, and I'm gonna try to see if I can tell by the picture. Ooh, I'm not 100% sure. Rusev.
How'd you not know Rusev?
It just threw me off.
His name is familiar.
So the lot of those three sold for $14.99 plus shipping.
There we go.
So not worth selling them individually, but you can lot them together and still get some money there.
Some money.
Next up, we have a strategy guide, Metal Gear Solid. And this strategy guide we picked up at the 301 with a big lot.
Like
we had a few more of those, and we sold one already, the Grand Theft Auto one. This one was the best of the bunch, $14.24 plus shipping.
I will put it in a bubble mailer, and we're done with a thank you note.
Yeah.
Goes in.
Perfect. This game has had a lot of interest, but I kept getting lowball offers, and then eventually sold for full price.
Perfect.
So there you go. $38.95 for Pikmin 3 Deluxe, which, funny story, our
youngest
bought for it, like with his own money, went and bought Pikmin 3 for the Wii U, I think. I think for the Wii U for our oldest to play because he thought he would like it. and our oldest hated the game.
Did not
and
like it.
Did not hold back to how bad he did not like this game. And I had to like use that
These
as an
were
opportunity
lessons that were
to
learned.
like, hey, you know, he went out of his
nice
way.
way
It's
to
the
do
thought
this.
of it, you know. And then he's like, "But am I supposed to lie? I hate the game." And it's like, calm down.
He's very logical and literal.
Yes.
And he is not going to lie.
Yeah.
Is like very by the book, and we're like, yeah, but
Yeah. So.
It's gonna hurt his feelings. Let's not do that.
Yeah. So, just a funny little story about Pikmin 3
So we see it in its memories.
Yes.
Lessons learned.
One of my favorite games of all time, Red Dead Redemption 2. This one for the PS4 sold for $14.99 plus shipping, and I listed that one yesterday.
Wow.
So, fast selling one there. And
final or not?
No, next to final.
Okay.
Is a Scarface figurine from that same sale where we picked up that Lenny whatever.
What is that famous thing with Scarface?
Say hello to my little friend.
I don't think that's how it goes.
Oh, come on.
I think there's an S there. Say hello to my little friend. You think there's no S at the end?
No, because he's holding a gun.
To my
and he
little
comes
friend?
out, yeah. He comes out with a big gun, and that's his friend.
I think we're just going to have to rewatch that clip.
No, if we're gonna watch it, we're gonna watch the whole movie.
I want to watch the whole one.
It's a long movie.
I don't want to watch it.
It's got a couple accessories with it.
Yeah.
I paid $1 for the whole thing, and that's his little friend. You want to show the little friend? There you go.
No, I don't know. Should we? It's a.
Oh no, you're right.
I'm not showing the gun because
but it's a big gun.
Get us banned.
This little action figure sold for it's a big action
pile
figure.
of money.
Yeah, $29.95 plus
cool
shipping.
Glasses, and then the gun.
$29.95 plus shipping. And we only had it listed for maybe a week.
Yeah.
So not too bad. And the longest
Is there an
listed,
S on that saying? Or is there no S?
No. Say hello.
Say hello to my little friend.
Friend. Yeah.
Friends.
No. It's friend.
Okay. I guess it would make sense if he's talking about the gun.
Yeah, he comes out with a gun.
It just when you say it doesn't sound right.
Next up, we have a lot of Cleveland Indians yearbooks.
Yes. Anytime we see Cleveland Indians anything, I want to buy it because they rebranded, and I'm like,
what is the new name?
I don't even know.
Guardians
of the Galaxy.
But this lot of 5 has been listed for probably a year. And then somebody came in and bought it for full price, $18.95 plus shipping.
Alrighty. So I will put this in cardboard in one of those mailers so that it's secure and not going to bend.
So a lot of easy shippers today.
For sure. Thankful for that.
And
yesterday was a bear.
Yeah. So what's the plan for the day?
Today, shipping, voting, making some returns for VBS, submitting that spreadsheet, and I think there was something else, but I forget now.
So I want to take the packages today so that you can do whatever you got to do.
How are you going to take the packages? I need the car.
For what?
I just told you what I'm doing. I have to make returns. It's in Harbison. Travel. Okay. I'm traveling today. Beep.
Yeah, she's got to go and be on the road. Yeah, I'm running out of a lot of list ready items. So we bought a nail gun, and it needs to have a compressor in order to run it. And that's
Dad,
a good
we're
sale.
coming over.
It's going to be a good sale, but I can't fully test it, and so it's like, okay, well, what else? And then you go through, and it's like, we have a big receiver. I keep trying to connect other speakers to it.
Maybe I'll help you do the speakers today.
I can't get that to work. So I keep hitting roadblocks with regards to getting items listed, and I don't have anything else. I can start making some media and stuff to do something, but it's not super exciting.
Not looking great.
I do have some video game systems to work on. So we have a PS4 that's set up, but I want my kids to test some games and stuff, and then after that, getting that listed, I have a PS3 to get tested with some other games.
So you sound like you have a full day.
I do, but
and you did golf clubs yesterday.
I did finish the golf clubs. We already got somebody that wants one set of clubs, which is nice, and they're supposed to pick them up Thursday. So
perfect.
It's things are moving.
They are moving.
So I'm curious to know. It sounds like eBay has not been badmouthed as much lately, so I'm guessing sales have picked up for some people out there.
How's it going?
So it's been pretty steady for us.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's it.
Yep.
So reminder, we will not be here Thursday.
Correct.
Tomorrow will
Tomorrow's
be
our Friday on YouTube.
Yes. And then we will be back, I think, the next week
Monday.
with regular Monday through Thursday. So
yes. Let us know how your sales are going. What are your terms that you search for?
And if you made it this far, you should subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed.
You are the MVP.
Yes. Thank you, everybody.
See you later. Oh, dang.
Oh, no.